In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to do your change of name on the CAC registration portal. So let's assume that you have a business name or a company that you have already registered before, you already have a certificate, but you want to change the name of that company. So let's assume that, for example, you registered a name as Mr. A Limited. Now you want to change the name to Mrs. B Limited, right? Or maybe it's a business name from Mr. A. Now you want to change the name to Mrs. B. So this video will show you exactly how to go about doing that. And just for information, if you have any problem with your CAC registration, maybe you have a query and you want me to help you solve it, you can always reach out to me using the WhatsApp contact in the video description. And if you also want me to do any of these processes for you, okay, I can also help you do that. And also I have a masterclass where I teach people how to use CAC registration as a business, opportunity and make money from it. It's not just about the teaching. What is important is the mentoring, and that is what I think you should think about if you really want to join this masterclass. You can also reach out to me using the WhatsApp link in the video description. So without wasting any further time, let me show you how to carry out a change of name for your business or your company. All right, so to carry out the change of name for your business, either your business name or your company or your incorporated trustees, the first thing you need to do, of course, is to decide on the name that you want to change to, okay? And of course, you know that after you have determined the name you want to use, you need to go ahead and do your availability search. I'll not be talking about that in this video because I believe that virtually all my videos that talks about CAC registration, I explain how to do your availability search. But because these days availability search is now becoming an issue for people. So if, for example, you are still having confusion over that, I could just make one of my videos, even though it's a private video, it's only for my students, where I explain in detail the best way to do availability search professionally. But I could give it to you if you think you need it, okay? But just make sure you do a thorough search and be sure that that name is available for you to use. Okay, so but of course, to do that, you need to go to your pre.cac.gov.ng and then it's going to open this page for you. You want to come to this search now, and then you want to wait for this to load, and then you want to type in the name here and conduct your search, okay? So let's assume that we've passed that, and then the next thing now is to go ahead and reserve the name, okay? Because for you to be able to carry out a change of name, you must first of all reserve the name before you can do a change of name. So, and remember, like I used to say, you can only do a change of name to a business that's already existing and you already have your certificate, right? If not, you don't want to do a change of name. Probably it is name substitution you should be doing. Make sure you also watch my video on name substitution so that you can know the difference between one and the other, okay? So, now that you're ready, you want to do the first thing, which is to reserve the name. So what you want to do is that you want to come over to your pre.cac.gov.ng and sign in. Again, okay, so here is mine. All right, so once you sign in, you want to come over to this new name reservation and you want to click on that. All right, you want to come over here and then you want to come to your classification and then you want to click on the drop down arrow. If it's a business name that you're trying to change the name, you want to choose business name. If it's a company, you want to choose a company and the rest of them. So let's assume that it's a company that I want to carry out a change of name for. So I'm just going to choose that. And then I'm going to come to this specific type here. And then, of course, most of us are always doing private company limited by shares. So that's what I'm going to use for this demonstration. I want to click on that. And then you want to come to this option 1 here. And then you want to type in the name of the business. Now, this is the new name, not the old name. All right, so you want to type it in. Of course, I need to put limited. Okay, for option 2, like I used to say, this option 2 is a formality. CAC don't recognize it, so it's just a waste of time. So you don't need to put any option 2. Once you do that, you're going to click on save and continue. And then you want to come over to reason for availability search. You want to click on that. Now, this place is also very important. You want to come here and make sure you choose a change of name. A change of name. You don't want to use any other thing, okay? It's name change of name you want to do. All right, so once you click on change of name, it's going to display all of this for you. So what you want to do here is just to type in the old name that you're trying to change, right? Okay, so here I'm going to just type in the old name. Once you type in the old name, it's going to display the name for you to see. Okay, it's going to display the name, and once it displays the name, what you want to do in that right now is to click on the name. Just in case if it displays more than one name, make sure you go ahead and click on the actual company that you want to work on. Okay, so I'm going to click on this, and then once you do that, you can see that it's going to fill in the RC number of that company or the business for you. Okay, so once you do that, you want to click on save and continue. And then once you do that, you're going to come here. All you need to do now is just to check the preview and be sure that everything that you have done is right. And then once you click on save and continue, it's going to display that you should of course make payments. So in this case, all you're paying is, okay, let's just do that. Click this. Okay, so it's going to ask you to pay a sum of 500 naira. So all you need to do is just to click on remitter here and make the payment. And once you make the payment successfully, it's going to come to this pending box. Okay, so all you need to do is just to wait, for a while and be checking it daily until the name has been approved. So once the name is approved, it's going to come to this reserved portion here. So you're just going to click on reserved. And once you do that, you're going to just check. Of course, I'm not expecting to have as many names as I have here. So you're going to see it as reserved. Okay, so this is the name that has just been reserved. All right, so for me, this is the name I want to work on. You can see here that it has been reserved. Now, one of the things you will notice about such name reservation is that you're not going to see something like this. You can see here it's saying start registration. No, it will not show start registration. It will just give you only the approval note. Okay, so all you need to do now, once the name has been approved, is just for you to click on the approval note. And once you do that, it's going to display this information for you, and all you need from this information is just the availability code. Okay, so all you need to do is just to copy out the availability code somewhere, and of course you also want to copy out the new name, and then you're going to keep it somewhere also. Okay, so once you record your the new business name and the availability code for the business name that you just reserved now, all you need to do is to go to the second stage of this change of name process, and then you complete the registration. So, okay, so for you to do that, you need to open another browser and go to post.cac.gov.ng. Of course, you must have access to the Post Incorporated portal before you will be able to do this. And then once it opens up for you, if you have an account already, you're going to sign in. All right, so once you sign in, what you want to do right now is for you to type in the name of the business or the company that you're trying to do the change of name for. So I'll go ahead and do that right now. And then I'm going to click on search. All right, so here is the detail of the company that I want to do my change of name for. So obviously I'm going to go to proceed to dashboard. All right, so once it takes me to this dashboard, what I want to do, of course, is to come over here and get my change of name link. So I'm going to click on that, and then it's going to come here, change of name. So I'm going to come here and click on start change of name filing. Okay, so here you can see that it's actually requesting for the availability code. So that's what I said initially. You must have applied for the change of name in your pre-incorporation portal, and then once the name is approved, you'll be given the availability code. So let's come back here, come to this approval note. I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to copy out my availability code, and then I'm going to come back to the post portal, and then I'm going to enter my availability code here. Okay, so once I do that, it's going to generate the particular name. So you can see here, this is actually the new name that I want to change into. So I'm going to come here. All right, so here is the old registered name. Okay, and here is the proposed name that I want to change into. So you can see here that the registration number is still going to be the same. It's just the name that is changing. So all I need to do is to click on the start button. All right, so here I don't really have much to do. So all I'm doing here is just to fill in these few fields here. Okay, so here, what they mean by date of special resolution is what date did the directors of the company, had their meeting and decided to do a change of name. That's what they're asking for here. So I'll go ahead and fill in the date of our special resolution. Just fill in any date that, is reasonable, and then it's going to go. Okay, so mine here is going to be January. I actually reserved this name on January 7th, so I'm just going to use January 6th, as my day of resolution, January 6th, 2025. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down. So here, this form is authorized by a director, secretary, or any authorized officer of the company. So here is just going to fill in the name of the director. All right, so once I finish doing that, all I need to do is just to come to save and continue. Okay, so it's going to bring me to the preview page where all I need to do here is just to review my work. And once I'm okay with what I've done, I'll go to proceed to payment. So you can see here, I'm supposed to pay 15,000 naira. Okay, so you're paying filing of change of name for a small company for 10,000 naira, and then you're paying status report for 5,000 naira. So that means these are the two documents that are going to be available for you to download once your application has been approved. So I'll go ahead and click on remitter right now, and then I'm going to come all the way here. I'm going to submit, and then I'm going to enter my card information. Always make sure that you copy this RRR code and save somewhere, because several times your remitter payment cannot always be problematic, and sometimes this is just the only thing you can use to track your payments. So just for the case of eventualities, you just want to copy it and save somewhere. You just might need it. Okay, so my payment is now successful, and then it's going to automatically redirect me back to this point. Okay, so here is it. So let's go to the final page, which is to upload all documents. Okay, so here you can see that we have 3 documents that CAC say we should upload, and out of the 3 of them, the only one that is compulsory is the attached special resolution document here. So you can see that it's asterisk, while these other 2 are not compulsory. So for example, here they are saying memorandum reflecting the new name. If you want to submit a memorandum reflecting your new name, of course you can do that here, but here I'm only going to be attaching the special resolution documents. Okay, so your resolution letter is just an official letter to tell CAC that you're doing a change of name. If you're my student, if you want a sample of how to prepare this letter, I can always send one to you if you're in my masterclass. If not, well, I don't know, but I'm sure it's something that is not so difficult for you to be able to, prepare. Okay, so I've done my own. So all I need to do now is just to click on the attached special resolution document, and then I'll go ahead and upload it. Here is it. Okay, so it has been uploaded successfully. So for these other ones, they are not compulsory, so I'm just going to skip them, and then I'm going to click on submit application. Are you sure you want to submit this application? Yes. Okay. All right, so you can see now that I'm done with this process, and you can see now that my application for a change of name is under pending approval. So I'm going to just check it up after a few days, and then once it's approved, you're going to see the approved as one, and then I can go ahead and download my certificate and my, I think, memorandum of understanding also. Okay, so I can download it, and if I want this process to be quickly attended to, of course I can do the fast tracking, but then fast tracking is not compulsory. If you doesn't have the time to wait and they don't mind paying extra for a fast track, then you can also do a fast track. I do it also, so that's just by the way. Okay, so this is how easy it is to do, and if you have any challenge in the process, you can always let me know in the comment section. If you are my student, of course, you don't need to check up in the comment section. Just come over to the group and then we can easily talk about it. So you can see it's simple. This is how to carry out your change of name for your company or your business name. Please, I know you enjoyed this video, so please give it a like so that YouTube can recommend it to more persons that need this kind of information. And if you're a first-time visitor to this channel and you are not yet subscribed, why not hit the subscribe button, turn on the alert bell so that YouTube can notify you when next I publish more digital marketing and make money online opportunities just like this one. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one.